I woke up to my cat Lani licking my forehead and she literally licked my skin off right here. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying out various new products that have come my way. I have a few things from Prada Beauty to try out today and give you my thoughts on. So let's get started. When I first received this PR package from Prada, I was so excited, but I didn't really try the products for a while. I think they didn't really intrigue me as much as I wish they did upon first sight. But now that I'm actually going to be trying them on my face today, we'll see if that changes. I think I was initially a little bit disappointed in the packaging because Prada is one of my favorite like high-end brands. Whenever I see a bag out in the wild, I am like, damn, that's a nice bag. I think Prada is the one that I'm most naturally drawn to. So I was a little bit disappointed to see that they went with like this mirrored reflection. It gets scuffed up and fingerprinted very easily. I was a little disappointed in the way that they decided to go about these eyeshadow palettes. We've seen this for so long with like Dior and Chanel, like higher end brands always have these like little quads. I just feel like this compact style is outdated, especially with these little tools here. Classic sponge applicator and like a really dense brush. But that being said, I like how they incorporated like their classic triangle. One thing I actually have been using a lot and I do really enjoy, and it's going to sound super silly, is this lip balm right here. It's a green lip balm. It just is like a classic little chapstick. I have truly been using this every single day. It's a really good formula. I feel like all of my lip balms lately have been super glossy, whereas this one just feels like an actual nourishing lip balm. Would I naturally go to the store to go purchase this? I don't think so, but I am really happy to have it and I think it's a good formula. This is specifically Prada Balm, Universal Lip Balm, and it's nice. The packaging on this I actually really enjoy. It doesn't get as fingerprinted as the palette here, and I like how it has like a little magnetic closure. It feels fancy, it's heavy, and I like how it has this square here so it never rolls away. So I just have it right here on my desk always to hydrate my lips. But yeah, this is a very bougie lip balm. I feel like starting off with my eyes today, just in case if I dislike where I take this eye look, it's going to be easy to wipe it off. I'm just starting with my Fenty Beauty eye primer. And I'm going to add just a touch of concealer below my eyes right here, just to correct things and to add a base for the shadow to stick onto as well. I do this exact routine every time I start with my eyes. And taking my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, I'm going to set brow to crease. So in here, I feel like this can be a little bit of an intimidating color story. I am first going to use this middle triangle shade as a transitional color. And these shadows do feel nice. They feel a little bit more unique. They have kind of a similar quality to the Charlotte Tilbury Easy Eye palette that I love so much. I'll insert a picture of it right here. I don't have it handy. It has kind of like that pretty satiny finish that's not exactly matte or a shimmer. So it adds like a nice sheen to the lid. And then I'm going to start working with this green. I'm going to take this Royal & Langnickel angled eyeliner brush. It's the BMD 490. And I'm just going to saturate this brush in this really emerald bright green. I think I'll do something a touch more editorial. I'm starting with like my classic liner though. This shadow is really nice and opaque and it glides on really easily as a liner. It has a really pretty sheen to it too. And I'm thinking of doing kind of like a little double liner situation. I'm going to open my eye and look straight into my mirror and find the angle I want. I'm just going to add like a little line for some interest. Almost like it is teasing to be a cut crease. I'm happy I'm doing eyes first because with how I'm using these shadows, I'm like really packing it onto my brush. I am encountering some fallout, so I'm happy I'm not going to have to deal with that on my foundation or anything. And I think for fun, I'm also going to put this in my inner corner. And then with the same brush, I'm just wiping it off on a towel here. I'm taking the dark brown at the top and I'm just going to really concentrate this right at my lashes just to build some depth, but I don't want it to get muddled into this green at all. I want the green to be the focus. Wiping that brush off again and going in with the green, I'm just going to slightly overlap the green to help blend that. But I'm using the green to blend it out so the brown doesn't take over. And I'll use a touch of that brown just to carry it over right here. Going to take a different brush. This is a Refer 23. It's a small detailing brush. I feel like adding like a little dot here would add some interest. That transition shade, I'm just going to put in this blank area right here. And then the last color I have to use in this is like this really pretty shimmery pink. And I'll just put that here. I think I'm happy with that. I think once I add some mascara, that dark mascara will be like a really fun contrast with this. The shadows in here do perform really well. I'll swatch the 4 shades on my fingers. They are all very opaque, and you can see the more satiny finish now that they're on my fingertips. Healthy sheen to them. The actual formulas are really good. They performed very amazingly. I had no issues whatsoever. There's just something missing here, like I'm not getting a spark by using this. But I am happy that this green is so pretty. I don't have a green like this in my collection. Like it's a very pretty turquoisey emerald green. I've been having a real problem with this eye twitching. It's been so annoying. It's been days. I've been eating bananas, I've been doing everything. I can massaging the area, but it's been twitching for days and it's so frustrating. One thing I'll say about this little palette, it has made me step out of the usual and create a little fun eye look here. I think it'll turn out pretty cool. For some reason with these dots, I feel like a little green orca. So gave my lashes a good curl. I'm going to try out this mascara, and I opened it for the first time this morning, and the brush is very unique. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's like flat on this side. It says Prada like right there. But then it just has bristles on this side. Here, maybe my hand will help. Doing the thing, you guys, but you could see it's like a weird little paddle. And the bristles are quite short, so they don't really like comb through the lashes at all. It just kind of like paddles the pigment and mascara onto your lashes. It's kind of strange, but hey, it's working. It's working. It's not really offering too much volume. It's a little bit more lengthening, but I'll see as I build up coats. I can see that it's weighing down the lashes a bit. Here's what I was able to achieve with this mascara. Personally, I don't feel like there's anything to write home about. It's lengthening and such, but it is also kind of a bit grainy. I feel like there's like little microscopic chunks, but I do enjoy how unique the brush is, but it just didn't really offer anything for my lashes personally. But here is the little eye look. Now let's continue building up this makeup. I'm going to take a break from Prada for a minute. Very random, but I've been loving this flavor of Poppy, the cherry limeade. So good. I'm going to try out this today. This is the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Foundation. This is what's in the red cushion, which I think is awesome. So you can refill your cushion instead of buying a whole new cushion. Say it again, cushion. Or on the contrary, if you don't have a cushion, you can purchase one and fill it up yourself, which I think is really fun. I don't know how much to add. Ooh, this is going to be a project for not right now, because this is going to just consume quite a bit of time, but I did it, okay. Good night for now. We'll see how much that sponge soaks up. I'm definitely going to forget about that for a few days. I'm just going to go straight in with my finger. And this is in the shade 24N Latte. So this is the one that has the most coverage. So I'm going to try to apply as little as I can. I hope that they come out with versions like these of the other two cushions, because those are the ones I actually prefer, the silver and the pink. This one is like mega full coverage, and sometimes I find it to be a bit intense. So I'm going with like basically 1/8 of a pump here to start. And I'm blending this out using my LC03 brush from Refer. Although I used like so little, it still added so much coverage. I'm just going to take basically like this bald area of product with my Kosas sponge, just to add maybe a bit more right in the center here where I have some redness. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Something I did notice, kind of grabbing onto my forehead, I did accidentally burn my forehead over the long weekend, so I think it's just catching some dry skin. I don't have a new concealer, but I wanted to see what it looked like paired with the Tirtir Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer in 4.5N. This has been my favorite concealer as of late. It's all I've been using. It's so good. I don't have a new setting powder, but I'm going to use my classic Huda Beauty setting powder in Pound Cake. And I'm going to set basically everywhere right now because I think I just have some powder products to go on with from here on out. So here's my skin finish now that I've set it. You can kind of see what I was talking about. It looks like it's kind of settling into my burnt skin, but everywhere else it looks really, really good. Personally, I'm really happy to have it in like an actual foundation bottle because if I'm honest, patting my skin with a cushion, sometimes I don't have time for that. I feel like a brush is so much quicker, and half of the time I would reach for the red cushion, I would just use a brush anyways. So I like that far more. So now I'm very excited since this Prada quad kind of gave watermelon vibes, so I thought I should just go for it and whip this out finally. This is the NARS Hot Escape Cheek Palette. And this has, I believe, 4 shades that already exist. There's the shade Thrill, Bad Behavior, Ophelia, and Laguna 01. And this is what it looks like. It looks so fun. I'm personally like ecstatic to have this. I feel like this is a quad I would actually use quite a bit. And I've been wanting the shade Thrill from NARS for so long, so I'm so excited to have it. So I'm going to start off with the bronzing color, and I'm using my MAC 143S brush to apply. This feels like the cutest little Barbie palette. I love it. I love a pink blush moment, especially paired with like a matching pink highlight, like I kind of do with my Surratt duo that I own. And then this bronzer is really nice, and you get a classic like golden highlight. Here are the 4 shades swatched on my hand here. Just by adding that bronzer, I'm like, ooh, this look is coming together. Okay, I'm using Thrill now, which is the matte pink blush. I've never used this blush color, so I don't know if it's going to kind of adjust or just be super bubblegum pink. I'm going for a slightly higher placement than I've been doing lately because I want to add that pink highlight on top, and I want it to blend into the blush seamlessly. Oh yeah, it is darkening a little bit as it is adjusting to my base, but it is still very bubblegummy. You know what? The shade Thrill does not feel as thrilling as I hoped it would on my cheeks, honestly. I think the Dior pink blush is still #1. I don't know why I keep like looking for the next best one when I feel like the Dior one is already the best. But you know what? I'm still thrilled to finally have it. Now let's add a little bit of this pinky highlight. I think this is going to be so cute. I might have to add it to my eye look too, just to tie things in a bit better, because this is a bit more dusty rose instead of like pink. This Bad Behavior shade has a bit of a golden thing happening too, which I think is really pretty. I'm taking my finger here with a touch of that right in the center of my eye look to make things more cohesive. I'll use this golden highlight as an inner corner highlight, kind of dodging the green a little bit, just so I incorporate everything. I really like my skin. I think I'm a bit thrown off with the green on my lids, like I do feel like a watermelon, but I think it looks good, but for like an everyday look, I really like how my cheek looks. This may be my favorite thing so far. I just quickly did my brows. I thought something was missing and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. So I hope you enjoyed the brow intermission. So now I'm going to be using one of these. These are the MAC lip glazers, and this is a similar formula in the realm of the Merit lip liners. So these are glossy finishes and they have a bit of a sheerer finish too. I'll swatch them on my hands. I also did a little sponsored post with them on TikTok. I created a bunch of lip combos using the lip glazers and the lip glass airs. So I'll put that here. I think the combos turned out really cute, but I'll swatch all of these individually right now. Here are the shades. Here we have Root For Me, Night Moth, Whirling, Marrakesh, Ribbon, Velvet Teddy, Candy Yum Yum, and Lady Danger. So you can see on my hand swatches, they have kind of like a glossy finish, but here I'll hold it like this so you can see the undertones and the true color. My two favorite shades have been Velvet Teddy, Whirling, and Root For Me. Whirl and Root For Me are some of my favorite lip liner shades in the original MAC pencil, so no wonder they're a favorite in this formula too. So today I'm going to go for Whirling. I'll just wipe off whatever lip balm I have left on here. Another thing to point out, these are mechanical pencils. They're not sharpenable like the original MAC pencils. But here's the finish on my lips. You may like this formula if you find like normal lip liners to be too opaque on your lips, especially if you go for like a lighter makeup vibe. Most lip liners out there are more matte and very opaque, high coverage, whereas this has a little translucency, which I think is a really fun option. So now for lips, I'm going to use one of the Prada lipsticks, and I haven't tried one of the actual shades yet. I've only tried the balms. So these are both Prada Monochrome. This one with the gold band is a hyper matte lipstick. This is in the shade B03. I wish they had actual names because now I'm just thinking of body odor, unfortunately. Before I swatch it, this is what it looks like in its pristine form. Really crisp. This is like one of my favorite kind of lipstick colors, like a reddish brownish shade. And this is the other one, the soft matte. Ooh, that feels really, really nice and pillowy, kind of silky, silicone-y. You know, like those really cloudy blurring formulas. I'm for sure going to be using this one today. I feel like it suits everything on the face, especially like that shimmer on the lids. I forgot to mention this shade that's in B101, but just for funsies, I really want to see what this looks like on. If I went with this, it's a little too Christmas. Although this is called Hyper Matte, it doesn't feel horrible on the lips. It still has like a moisturizing quality, but it does have that powdery look that I love from like a hyper matte lipstick. It's comfortable. Now going in with this one. Ooh, this is a good formula. I love this type of texture, that it just like softly blurs out the texture on your lips, and it feels fantastic because it has that really nice pillowy cloudy feel. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, yeah, I really love this color too. I'm very much a gloss person on the everyday, but this is so nice. This is the look I came up with today. I really enjoy it. I think it's a fun and funky watermelon look, very summer appropriate. But now I wanted to talk about the things I tried out today. Although I think I did a good job at explaining my feelings throughout the video, there's just a few things I want to reiterate. The one product that didn't work out for me that I do feel a little bit disappointed in is the mascara from Prada. Although I really enjoyed the packaging and the unique wand, it just fell flat for me. It made my lashes literally go flat, and it just didn't really offer anything that I personally want or go to for certain mascaras. It basically just acted kind of like a lash tint, but for that, I don't think it's worth it for me. But now let's go to the opposite end. Let's talk about the things I loved out of today's video. The MAC lip glazers. I'm so excited to finally be able to talk about these openly. I received these quite early so I could create content for them, but these are so fun to use. I love the glossy finish and the more translucent effect it adds. Although they remind me a lot of the Merit ones, the Merit shades are a little bit more natural and subdued, so I appreciate the more funky and bold shades in the MAC lineup. And if you're curious about their longevity, they do have a really good wear time. Of course, because of the glossier finish and more sheer vibe, they aren't going to be as long wearing as like a waterproof lip liner in any sense. I'll continue in the lip category. I do really enjoy the Prada lip products. I think these may be the strongest products I've tried through the Prada line. Speaking about the lip balm first, I don't know if this is something I'd repurchase after I go through it, but oh boy, is it ever a fun gift to receive. And the formula is really nice and nourishing and amazing. I don't know if I'd go out to buy something sheer, but I am going to love and appreciate this gift from Prada while I have it. It's such a fun, bougie little lip product. I love it. But something I do find worth it, you may not, but I do, is the soft matte lipstick. The formula, the texture, the color, the finish, the packaging, I think feels really, really nice and high-end, and what you'd want from a high-end company. Like, I feel it as though if I were to go out and pick this up, I would be happy with my purchase, which I can't say for the other Prada things here. It takes a lot for me to really enjoy and love the look of like a classic bullet lipstick, but I think this has it for me. That soft, airy quality blurs out the lip lines in my lips and just offers a really soft pout. I think it's so pretty. I feel the makeup spark with this one here, personally. And the last thing in my favorites is this NARS palette. I think it's so freaking cute. It's so summery. I feel like I need to go sit by the pool with Sharpay from High School Musical 2 and just have this on my face. Like, I feel, that's what I feel. I like how I have bronzer, blush, and 2 highlight options. It feels like a complete quad to me. I like it a lot. And the rest of the products I really liked, like the actual bottle of the Tirtir foundation. I knew I was going to like it because I really enjoy the red cushion. I'm gonna say it again, but I hope that they bring out this exact thing with the silver and the pink cushion. The red one is so full coverage, so this isn't going to be like an everyday at all for me. This is going to be the days where I want perfect skin. But it's so fun that this is such a powerful formula. Like, I used such a tiny, tiny bit today and it covered my entire face. And now for the Prada palette here. I think this is okay. I still am not enamored by this concept really, but speaking about the quality of the shadows, they all performed really, really well. Everything was pigmented, easy to use. They have a little bit of a unique finish, and the shimmer in here is really, really nice to work with. It's not a glitter bomb whatsoever. It just adhered to my lid without a fuss. The quality of the actual product inside is really good. I think where I have kind of a disconnect with this product is I feel like once I put it into my makeup collection, I'm not going to really remember it. I think the packaging here just looks really dirty. The color stories just don't really wow me, but I feel like those are all of my own personal preferences. The actual product is good. But those are my thoughts. I hope they were of use to you, or for entertainment, or whatever draws you to be here. Whatever it is, very grateful. Thank you for watching my videos. But that's going to be all from me today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'll have everything I talked about listed and linked in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.